Thank you so much for tuning into A Voice for All. I am your host, Jahmeelah Gamble, and I am so excited because it is season 6. Can you imagine that? Season 6. I'm certain through various seasons I have had my next guest Special Olympics on because I absolutely love and adore Special Olympics. And in case you want to get in touch with them, their information is at the bottom of the screen. But if you want to find me, you can find me on Twitter at MissJamPCCS. You can join me on the Facebook page, facebook.com/MissJamGamble, as I love hearing your opinions and I love the show suggestions. And overall, I love your support. And I'm talking really fast because I'm so excited because Special Olympics is here. Gwen, Francis, Nola, I'm so honored to have you on the show. How are you guys feeling today?
Good. Doing good.
And
how about you, Jam? How are you feeling?
You're such a gentleman. I am fine, Francis. Thank you very much. It's so nice to have you two back on. And Nola, you are new to the scene, but I'm sure you've gotten the whole rundown on how amazing A Voice for All is, right?
Yes.
Right. So let's talk about the Summer Games. Going down in the Peel region, how excited are you guys? Nola, how are you feeling?
I'm super excited because this is my first games with the Olympics. So
yes,
I started playing last summer with these guys and I really enjoyed it.
So what sports do you do?
I just play soccer.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have that hand-eye foot. I don't have the coordination at all. I don't even know what it's called. Francis, what are you doing this summer?
I played softball.
Softball?
Yeah.
Nice. And how was the season for you last year?
It's going well.
And how are you feeling about the Summer Games taking place in your city?
I'm excited for it.
So, to get prepped as athletes, I've asked previous athletes before, what do you do to get prepped? I was told I could wear shoes like this, and I could wear long earrings. Is that not true? No.
No.
Okay, all right. So my diva-ness has to stand aside. Gwen, as the coach, how proud are you to see the athletes getting ready for the Summer Games?
Oh, it's very exciting to see. They're excited, and we have lots of practicing to do before July, so we'll be soon getting ready. We're looking for indoor place now so we can do some indoor practices before outdoor.
Right. So how many athletes are we expecting this year?
On our soccer team or total?
In total.
Oh, I think there's, if I remember, I think there was almost 1,000 athletes coming, and there are like hundreds of coaches.
Wow. Wow, that many athletes.
It's Ontario, right?
Ooh. Are you feeling nervous at all, Nola?
I am actually, yeah, really nervous.
What has you nervous? Is it the games or is it just representing? Like, what is it?
It's all of it really, because like I said before, this is my first time playing with Special Olympics, so.
And were you approached to join the Ontario team, or was this something that you pushed for to get on?
I was approached, I guess. I got an email saying, congratulations, you made the team, kind of thing, so.
Ooh. And how did you feel at that moment? Like, did this feel so surreal that you will be representing Ontario?
I was really excited and nervous at the same time.
I would be too. I'm not nervous for you at all. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Francis, as a baseball or softball player, what tips and advice do you have for the other athletes who are getting ready to perform their best at the Summer Games?
Good luck, have fun, do your best, enjoy yourselves, because everyone will be rooting for you. And
what about people who are feeling nervous? Like how Nola's feeling a little nervous.
Yeah.
What can they do to overcome that? Because you're a vet. Like you got a medal on.
Yeah.
Which is for what?
This is for Gwen.
Wow.
I got this medal for Gwen. Yeah.
And for what sport was that for? For softball as well?
Basketball.
For I knew there was another sport you played. See how you came on so smooth with just softball? I knew there was other sports that you were involved in. So going back to the nervousness that some players might be feeling.
Yes.
As someone who's done this before, you know the ropes. What suggestions do you have to help them get over that nervous feeling?
Boost your confidence, because the more you get used to the sport, the better you get involved in getting used to the way people play and the environment that you're in too.
Is it a little nerve-wracking having all these people watch you, Nola? Because you've done games, but now coming to like the big leagues now, is it a little bit nerve-wracking knowing there's going to be so many people watching you?
At soccer games, there weren't as many people as there's gonna be here for sure.
Ooh, this is big. This is big. Gwen, what are the athletes telling you as the games are coming up? Are they pumped, or are they feeling a little worried?
I think for the ones who haven't done it, because on our team we do have some who have participated in games with basketball and other sports.
Yes.
But for the Nolas on our team, just have fun and just it's just, we look at it like it's another game.
Yeah.
We don't want them to get too nervous or anything like that. We just look at it. It's just a regular game, that a tournament we're in, and we just play hard, have fun, and go from there.
You see how sweet Gwen is?
Yeah.
Just have fun. If I was your coach, I'd be like, get them! Go for it! Get the goal! I'd be the tough.
We do that too.
Well, I've had her as a coach before.
Does she have hers?
Oh yeah.
She has her little signs on
Oh
her?
yeah. Like if we're just sort of just walking on the field, and she's like, "Come on, start running! What are you doing? Go after the ball!"
Gwen!
It's very funny.
I like it.
Yeah.
That would be me. That would be me. Now, are you guys humble players, or are you very competitive?
I'm competitive.
Nice, Nola. Own it,
I
Francis.
push people.
I'm competitive too.
Why do I feel like Francis is more like the polite competitive? Like, oh, I'm sorry you lost. It's okay, next time. I could see Francis doing that.
Yeah.
You see, I knew it. While Nola and I will be like, ha 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 ha! Victory is ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I think I should sign up to be a coach.
I think so.
I think
Tell
so.
us about the process. If people want to become a coach, how does this work?
First, you do an online registration to Special Olympics Ontario, and then it is directed to the community that you want to coach with, and that comes to the community coordinator, and then they will steer you in the direction that you want to go.
Do coaches get tracksuits?
Yeah, well,
I will. If I'm a coach, I want a tracksuit with like little jewels on it or something like that. You know, I like a tracksuit.
yeah. No, we
No?
don't. We don't. For our soccer team, we don't.
I would be more of a bowling coach. Any of you bowl? Any chance? Any bowlers over here? Nobody bowls? How do you play soccer but don't bowl?
I don't know. I didn't really like bowling that much.
Fine. All right. Let's get back to the interview. What do you love about being a Special Olympics athlete?
The fact that there's other people like me, and they're all loving the sports that they're doing, and we get to play sports like all the other regular kids.
Francis, what about you?
Well, I think that we do our best, we have fun, we enjoy it, we get to experience the moment, we do the sports, and we get to also make new friends too. Along the way.
That's true. You do get to make new friends. But I like how you said experience the moment. What is the moment?
You get to experience the sport that you play, like even the most favorite sport you love, you can do it, and then you experience it, you enjoy it, you have fun, you make new friends, you experience many things, extraordinary things.
I love it. So Gwen, like, what can we do as a community to support the summer games?
Come out and watch.
With my pom-poms?
Yeah, pom-poms, friends, everybody, come on out and just watch us and cheer for us. And we don't even care if you cheer for the other team. We just want to see people
that
out.
support.
It's very sometimes it's only parents who are out watching us, and we would like the community to see what we
Absolutely.
can do.
What about you, Nola? What would you like the community to do to support you as an athlete?
Just be there and support us, and just like attend events that get put on for us, and
That's, you see, I like Nola. Nola, we're cool.
Nice.
We're cool. Francis, what would you like to see the community do to support you as an athlete?
Support our teammates, like in the crowd, support them on Facebook, support them in many different scenarios.
So if I come out and cheer,
Thanks.
do you guys want me to just be like this, or you're like, yeah, Special Olympics? Like, you want the
Yeah.
energy? You want the energy?
That's
Peel
right.
Region. You're hearing it for yourself. I bring Special Olympics on because I love Special Olympics, and most importantly, they are athletes too. So if we could support the junior hockey team, and when the Olympics come around and any other sports that's taking place in our community, we can definitely support Special Olympics. You do not need a reason to support Special Olympics. You don't have to have a friend on the team or a relative or be connected to the cause. You just have to love sports and want to support our local athletes. So that it's going down in the Peel region this summer. Come on out. Find out how you can sign up to be a coach. Find out how you can sponsor an athlete. Yes, you could sponsor an athlete. Come with your pom-poms, your signs, your tracksuits, everything you need to make sure that the Summer Games are a complete success. I am so proud of you two athletes. Nola, you are going to be killer in this year's Summer Games. You have great friends like Francis and Coach Gwen, who I now know the truth is vicious on the field. If you ever want to connect with me, and I love when you connect with me, find me on Twitter at MissJanPCCS. You could also find me on Facebook, facebook.com/MissJanGamble. And don't forget to connect with Special Olympics. Thank you, guys. All the best luck to you. And stay tuned. After the break, we have more Special Olympics waiting for you. And welcome back to Voice for All. I am your host, Jahmeelah Gamble, and my excitement is still high because I have my friends from Special Olympics and Chief of Police, Chief Evans.
How are you?
I'm good. See how I had to get all...
Very serious.
Should I still be serious or can I let it...
No, you can be very relaxed.
All
This
right.
is a great topic.
Welcome back, folks. In case you didn't know, Special Olympics Summer Games are taking place right here in the Peel region, and you're probably wondering why Chief Evans is here. She's going to let you know. But we also have the president and CEO of Special Olympics, Gwen MacDonell.
Terrific
Did
job.
I get it
Fabiola.
right?
Terrific job.
I've been saying your name all day. Literally. MacDonell. MacDonell. I'm so excited to have the both of you on, and I'm so proud that Peel is hosting the Summer Games.
Thank you.
I'm just
Thanks
so
for having
pumped.
us.
Please tell me why the Peel Police are involved. I'm very curious, and I'm sure the viewers are too.
Why wouldn't we become involved? So, law enforcement in Ontario have been partnered with Special Olympics for over 30 years.
And worldwide, the law enforcement community are the largest partners of Special Olympics. Just Google law enforcement torch run and you'll see
I've
it raised
heard
over
of this, yes.
$50 million across the world. So when Chief Evans, and we're really proud because in Ontario, our police services have stepped up for 21 years. There's never been a games in Ontario that hasn't been fronted by Chief Evans and her colleagues.
That's
and so,
incredible.
you know, so we're renowned, but we're really, really proud of it, and it's because of Chief Evans and her colleagues that we're able to do what we do.
That's incredible.
Yeah, the first police service that sponsored, co-sponsored the Special Olympics was the Cornwall Police Service. It's in 1996. So, Peel, we had never done it in Peel, so.
That's so true.
thought it'd
Because
be-
when you guys
we
said
were overdue.
Peel, I was like, I feel like I've never heard it take place in Peel before.
No, and we've had you know, many sporting events in Peel, but we've never hosted one of our games, either spring, and obviously winter would be a good fit for Peel, but spring or summer would be, and as I say, timing is perfect for it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a large police service. We have a big program in both Brampton and Mississauga,
Yeah.
as well as Caledon. So if someone says, well, you know, over and above the games themselves, which are going to be fabulous, and we can talk more about them, the reality is, you know, try to go to the program, and you're creating awareness. And when you're standing beside somebody as credible as Chief Evans and the men and women of the Peel Regional Police Service, you gain some attention, and that's what you need to create awareness. You have to have some attention, and so there's lots of athletes from all over the province gearing up to come to Peel, but while we're through the process, it's really about, when these games are over, we'll have more athletes in Mississauga and Brampton than we have right now, and great volunteers like you met in the last segment.
So how are your officers feeling about participating in the summer game? I'm sure for some it's their first summer game. What's the excitement like?
Well, it is. It's been generating. So we have been working. We've got a dedicated team working on this, and they're volunteers. So it's always important to know for the community saying, hey, am I police officers? Am I paying my police officers to do this? And so it's important to know that the officers are doing this. A lot of them are doing this on their own volunteer time.
That's great.
And they're really excited by it. We have been participating in the torch run in June for the last 30 years?
30 years.
30 years.
Yeah, you're
yummy.
one of the first agencies.
Absolutely. For 30 years. I was actually looking to Glenn for the answer, so 30 years.
Because I'm old.
That's right. So for the last 3 years, we started doing the polar dip. So in February, I'm actually doing a polar dip to raise funds for Special Olympics. So I'm jumping into a big, it's a big pot of cold water.
Yeah, exactly.
I really care about you guys. I love Special Olympics and I respect the police, but I will not participate.
So I can't get you to come with me and jump in?
Come on.
Okay, you know what? I've done it once.
We'll coax you
But
into it.
if you really convince me, if you promise me that I get to wear a chief hat for 5 minutes, I'm jumping in.
All right.
Okay, so we have just got this. Yes. Okay.
Yes, that's a yes.
You can wear the chief hat. I can get you a chief hat. Yes.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
So it's February 25th. Up at our Mississauga Road at our Police Association building.
Mississauga Road, that's like 5 minutes from my house.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. Gonna say, we got I think the very first year we hosted it, we raised over $20,000 just on that day. So
Wow.
officers and civilian employees, Peel Regional Police, they got sponsors, and then we all jumped into this big pot of cold water.
So it's too late for me to edit this clip and
I don't think you
take that
can.
out.
No.
I think, and we're going to promote this all over. Like
We
I'm
can.
running out to get my cell phone right now to go on Twitter and promote the Jahmeelah
and
is
tweet
coming into
this
the
out.
polar
Oh wow.
plunge.
Okay, so let's just keep the conversation going. What else are Peel Police doing to promote the summer games? From what I heard, you guys are going into Peel schools.
Yeah, so I sent a letter to the superintendents of both schools, and I say, so all the schools, I've challenged them to adopt an athlete.
I love that.
And I say, so I sent out letters to the fire departments and the paramedics. It's a bit of a challenge. Emergency services challenge them to try and see how many athletes they can sponsor. I myself, my husband and I are going to sponsor an athlete. So I did that challenge out to the other fire chiefs and the paramedic chief, and then to the schools. And everyone has been really very supportive to get involved.
I love it. I
We've
really
got a lot
love
of businesses too in Peel that are beginning to step up, and we'd love. I mean, we've never done it. See, here's a challenge, Chief. We've never adopted all our athletes. It's it's not like we have to take one of the athletes home for the weekend. It's this attachment to the athlete.
Yeah.
Just, their sport they're going in. We've got a great website that that sort of lets Chief Evans know the athlete they're adopting, and very often sometimes it's fun if you're from Mississauga and you're adopting an athlete that's coming in from Timmins or Kenora.
That's so
it's
cool.
like having somebody really cheering for you. But yeah, we're looking to if we combine all our schools and our businesses, that we could adopt them all.
Peel schools
Yeah.
is a huge
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
Well, and it is. And to say both school boards have really embraced it. And to say we start getting out to all the businesses. What a great team building exercise, right?
Absolutely.
So it's $500 to
$500.
adopt an athlete. And you get people doing bake sales and any fundraising initiative. And I say, I think if anything, it gets workplaces kind of inspired to work together. And I say, unless you need to go to these summer games, you will be so inspired by the athletes and the energy and the enthusiasm.
I heard Coach Gwen talking about. She's absolutely right when she said, that come on out. We're like the flu. You're gonna catch us.
It's
You're gonna catch
infectious.
it
It
for
is.
sure.
It's infectious. Every time I've had Special Olympics on the show, I always leave after the segment like, there's this joy that's on me because you see that pride, you see that determination and that fierceness. They are competitive. When Gwen's daughter came on, she was very straight up with me. I was like, would you beat me? She's like, yes, I would. I was like, oh, all right. So I love that we're able to promote Special Olympics. I love that we're talking about it right now and getting that word out. What else can Peel do to support the Summer Games?
Well, we're going to need lots of volunteers.
Okay.
The volunteer, just jump on the Peel 217 Special Olympics website, and if you're interested in volunteer, either as a group or as an individual, we're going to need some volunteers. We need lots of people right now, because that's one thing when you have a big region like this, is that you need some captains for all these adopted athlete programs and fundraising schemes. It's like word of mouth works better than a billboard. It really does. So we're looking for volunteer teams to help us do that.
We're looking for 600 people.
Yeah.
So 600. So don't be shy. We're looking for people to, if you get involved, get your family and get your friends involved too, right?
There's all the sport venues, but then there's all the extracurricular activities. That we'll have 300 or 400 parents coming in for the weekend. We'll have, friends and family events. We'll have opening ceremonies, which are is going to be at the Brampton
at the Powerade
Center, Powerade Center.
Yep,
So
yep.
And same thing with the closing. So there's lots of volunteer
There's
initiatives.
so much
that,
energy
yeah,
that
lots
goes
of,
into this.
Yeah, lots
it's
of volunteer
incredible.
And even to come out and to watch and to say that's something that we can't be underestimated. So spend your weekend. So it's hopefully it's going to be a beautiful summer weekend, July 13th and July 16th. Come out and watch. So you're going to see soccer and golf, and you're going to see bocce and all the track and field sports. So the athletes need to know that when they come in from different cities,
Absolutely.
that Mississauga, Brampton, Peel residents are actually supporting them and coming up to cheer them on.
We need like mega horns and things like that.
Yeah, lots of fun things.
To
For sure.
show that energy
For sure.
and show that love. And again, I want the viewers to know that if we are able to support every other sports team and be dedicated, there's no excuse why we can't be dedicated to our Special Olympics athletes.
And I'm sure we will. I mean, this is a great region. We see it in our local programs, but it's really expanding it.
Yes.
Like I think sometimes someone thinks where's the games, but the reality is the greatest good for the greatest number happens locally. So while we'll have a large team of Peel region athletes in at these games, there's thousands of more children and adults with intellectual disabilities that can get involved with Special Olympics. And someone says, what do you need? You need volunteers and some funding. But the reality is that funding always comes when you have interest and volunteers. It
True.
does. Somebody says that you don't have to fundraise when you can friend raise.
True. That's so true. That is so true. And with all the athletes we have, I'm sure we're going to have some athletes tuning in to the show. What words of encouragement do you have for our athletes?
For the athletes?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I think they should train hard because see, they have to qualify for these games.
True, true.
And if they succeed in these games, it allows them to go to Nova Scotia next year. So these are the Ontario Games, the summer games that we're hosting. But next year they're competing and they're hoping to qualify for the national games in Nova Scotia next year.
So what can we do to make sure we are game ready in terms of accessibility, in terms of donations? What can we do to make sure everything's good to go?
Well, I mean, as we mentioned before, if anyone has an interest out there, get in touch with us.
Yes.
Either through Peel Regional Police or on the game's website. I think you and your show here this evening is doing a lot. I mean, voice for all. What better way of describing what we're trying to do in Special Olympics than a voice for all? So I mean, in reality, I'd say Rogers have already stepped up. You're already a sponsor of the games. So I'm not pumping air in the tires, but that's a significant contribution to be able to try and put our opening ceremonies and broadcast it live, and it'll be picked up all over the province.
So exciting.
And we have a lot of lead-up shows and opportunities to promote our polar bear plunges and some of the other events, and good storylines that make the community feel really good about what it's really doing, not just what their police service is leading, but what they're doing. And I think that it's a great start here tonight to be able to talk about it.
This has been such an incredible discussion. Again, if you did not catch on, Summer Games are happening for Special Olympics. Peel Police are heavily involved. We need you to be involved, from volunteers to donating to sponsoring an athlete to doing the plunge. I'll see you in the ice waters.
February 25th.
Oh my goodness. This has been such a fantastic episode. Thank you to Special Olympics. Thank you to Peel Regional Police.
Thank you.
And thank you to you people who I already know are going to be supporting this year's Summer Games. Thank you so much for watching Voice for All. I'll catch you next week.